in a grocery cart today. Just kidding. But this is kind of challenging. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Wall Bowl Wednesday. I'm here today. We did a little one-handed wall ball progression last week. We're gonna put two hands on the stick today, go through the same progression, and then we're gonna do some fun little tricks as well. So tune in, follow along. So we're gonna start off with what we started off with last week with one hand. We're just gonna do the same progression with two hands. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure that our feet are towards the sideline, not square to the wall, because that means we're flat-footed. Okay, we wanna make sure that that front foot is forward, okay, in a nice athletic stance, so that I can twist my body, kind of like as if I'm running on a field, that our front elbow points towards the wall, and we always wanna make sure when we're doing wall ball that the butt of our stick points to where we want the ball to go. If the butt of my stick is pointing across like that, then the ball is gonna come back on the opposite side of my body, and I don't want that. I want it to come right back to my stick. So I gotta make sure that that butt points at the wall where it's gonna come right back to my stick, okay? Find that sweet spot on the wall. We're gonna go 50 with our strong hand, no cradle. Make sure those arms get back, soft hands, watch the ball into your stick, snap both hands at the wall, snap, point, follow through. Notice how I'm following through even though I'm hitting it at a wall. I get my stick back up quick enough in order to shoot it. We'll go 50 strong hand, 50 weak hand with just the no cradle. Then we're gonna add that hitch cradle we talked about a little bit last week. Catch the ball, bring it back, make sure we hitch with our eyes up. So a big pump out next to our ear, our stick is behind our head, and we can keep our arms nice and big and off our body so that we can snap, hitch, snap, hitch, snap, hitch, snap. So no cradle, hitch cradle. Now we're gonna add the second cradle with the high, low, changing up our levels. So we wanna make sure we punch out to the wall. We wanna make sure we punch out to the ground. Make sure we change our levels of our body with it. Make sure we bring our arms back up to throw. High, low, step, throw. High, low, step, throw. Get this stick as low as you possibly can to challenge yourself. Punch high, punch low, step, throw. 50 strong hand, 50 weak hand. High, low, step, throw. All right, we're gonna step out with our opposite foot as we twist across and get our stick to our opposite shoulder. Then we're gonna step through as we bring our arms back to throw. If I wanna add a little bit of a challenge to this, as I bring my stick across with my face dodge, I'm gonna slide this top hand up. What that does is it makes me go from here, where I'm kind of protected, to sliding it up, and my stick is right next to my ear, really protected. Notice how my hand slides up and then back down to throw. Changing those levels, making sure I'm really protected. Up, through, slide up, slide down. I'm gonna make sure that I point the butt of my stick. Usually I point it straight so that it comes back to my stick. Now I'm gonna point it on a diagonal so that it comes across to my other side. Hey guys. Throwing across and catching offhand and then bringing it back, we're also gonna throw offhand and catch it normally. Sorry. Punch it out, twist it in. Punch it out, twist it in. Punch it out, twist it in. So we don't wanna do one of these face dodge and then twist our hands, contrary to popular belief, because if I'm in a game and I'm running across like this, I have no real control over here, and then if I'm running and I try to switch my hands, I don't want to have to worry about dropping the ball. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get a little fancy and we're gonna work on a sidearm pass, okay? We're always gonna start with a big ball fake forward, and then we're gonna step out and across and get our hands off our body, step, snap, and the trick is we gotta get it back to our stick. I'm gonna bring my hands here. They should come off parallel with my hip. So my top arm should be nice and straight, and my bottom arm shouldn't be by my belly button. It should be by my other hip. I'm gonna bring it all the way across. It's gonna be uncomfortable. So we're gonna step from there. We're gonna push down with our bottom hand. We're gonna push forward and up towards the wall with our top hand. I finish here, right? Where my stick is pointing is where the ball is gonna go. So if I finish across my body on the wall, the ball's gonna come back all the way over here. So I gotta make sure that I snap and I point to the same side of my body so that I can get it back right here. It's gonna be a little bit more uncomfortable, but that's what we like. Getting yourself uncomfortable, trying something that's challenging. If something feels really awkward to you, do a lot of reps of it, because that's how you're gonna get better. Hey! Hi! Hi! Can I have a high five? Yeah? High fives all around. High fives. Yes! High five! Welcome back to the beautiful hometown that I grew up in, Islip, New York. We're gonna try out a So Bowl right here on the corner of Main Street in Islip. Look at those layers. One scoop. Everybody knows the rules. Let's get some Nutella in there. That's too much Nutella. See scoop once more. 9.4. That is good. This is your textbook acai bowl. When talking about why we do wall ball and why we add 2 hands on the stick as opposed to 1 hand, working on a lot of our wrist strength, still working on a lot of the things that we need to do on the field, and instead of having a partner pass, sometimes on the wall it comes back harder. So I like to personally play on the wall instead of a bounce back, just because a brick wall, a concrete wall, comes back nice and hard like a teammate passing it to you. Making sure that we're giving ourselves bad passes, because not every pass is going to be perfect in a practice or a game, so we want to make sure we know how to handle those. Talking about going into the sidearm passes, we want to make sure that we are comfortable at all levels of using our stick and using our hands on our stick. So adding those sidearm passes in are really good for going around defenders or changing up your levels when shooting on a goalie. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Wall Bowl Wednesday. Make sure you tune in next week for a little bit more of trickery, some more sidearms, some more behind the backs, some more trick shots, shovel passes around the world, different things. Going out of our comfort zone and making sure that we're challenging ourselves on the wall so that we can take that next step and be better lacrosse players. So, thank you guys again for tuning in. Cheers.